Nothing else, folks. When you're watching this program, listen to the music that comes out of the commercials before we start talking, because a lot of times it has something to do with what is coming up. For example, Heat of the Moment was just on. Well done, Tom in the back. But look who's here. Rebel is here.
Good morning.
All-American Exteriors, and we're talking about the heat, keeping the heat in your domicile.
That's right. That's right. Doors and windows, what we're talking about this morning, and how important it is. About 25 to 40% of the energy in the house is lost through your doors and windows.
Really?
Depending on the quality of your windows, yes.
So you want to spend a few bucks on those and get
Well,
something that's
yes.
good.
I mean, you want to make sure you're getting decent quality product and something that seals up. And something that was touched on this morning right away when I brought this in is you want to make sure the seals are rebuildable. You know, this is, this seal
Pull that
right
bad
here.
boy out of there. It's
As it
really
wears,
super simple to fix.
Sure, you can imagine how many times you go in and out of door, and doors are expensive nowadays.
Right.
And so you want to make sure you're getting a door that has rebuildable seals.
Yeah, pull that one out, Rebel, so she can see what's going on.
So you're saying that some doors that don't allow that to be fixed?
Yeah, some doors it's not rebuildable. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got a door where the seals can be replaced as they wear out.
Now, these things come in gigantic strips. They come in real tall strips.
Is that something you have
yes.
to ask for, or it's going to be listed, or
It's something that's going to be automatic on your quality doors.
Okay.
Yeah, on a quality door.
On a quality
it
door.
should
Shouldn't
be,
have to
but it's
worry
something-
about
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
But you should know just in case you want to ask.
Not only does it wear out, but you know, puppies love this thing.
and when they scratch on the door, they will scratch and they will tear it up and they'll break the seal.
Yeah.
But these are only a couple bucks, like $5, maybe $7.
Or if you shut them in a different room while you've got company for a minute.
But show them how to put it back in. And this is seriously, Jackie, this is how
this is
easy it is.
something we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just jam it in the slot there.
Just poke it right in. It's an 1/8 inch saw curve.
And slide it in.
Yep.
And it's
It's
done.
that easy. This is a transitional seal here that you see. And the
I
reason
haven't seen that.
Yeah, this here, that's a wedge piece at the bottom. We sometimes use them at the top as well. And it's because you've got the seals on the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have the seal here, but that crack right there allows a little bit of air seepage.
Okay.
And we've talked, when we talk doors and windows in here, I've brought up DP, which is direct pressure, a lot. The reason I bring that up is because the higher quality has the higher that number, the higher quality. That means the more wind it will take.
Right.
And that's one of the first things that goes in your lower quality doors and windows. You get a decent product, you think, but then you still got air seepage. And that's why I say 25 to 40. You can replace your windows and still see a energy savings and be better off than you are with your old windows, but still be losing 15-20%
Okay.
the energy that you could be realizing.
And you're talking
that
about
savings.
pressure on like a windy day, a breezy day.
Breezy day.
The better the door,
basically,
the more it's
every
got
day
to
in
withstand.
Iowa practically.
Yeah. Here on the prairie.
It's almost
exactly.
always kite weather here.
It is somewhere.
So you're saying I don't have to put that long bean bag on the bottom side of my door?
I love that this time of year. They're always showing that thing. You slide on the bottom and it shuts, and it's like that's not supposed to be that way. But another thing is adjustable. This right here, you want to be adjustable. So as this wears, you can adjust it up.
Okay.
Okay? Or if a house settles out a little bit, now you've got an air gap, and you can always just adjust that up because you're not going to call the concrete guys out and have them pump your foundation, you know, because come spring, a house might,
Sink
you
back.
know,
Sink a little.
it just kind of does a little. Your house might move a little bit depending on the age of it. Newer homes shouldn't because the foundations would be more adequate. But
You've even got insulation there in the threshold, I see on
yes,
that.
yeah, and this here, you know, aluminum threshold, all doors mostly have this. I mean, even your lower quality doors are going to have aluminum threshold. But when you're taking something heavy over a door, you'll notice that this is actually reinforced. And that is a closed cell PVC product, so it won't take on water. It's not going to rot, but it adds a lot of strength.
That's sturdy.
Yes. And so that's going to keep this from mashing in. But also, it's broken here so that you don't get the transference, because just like a radiator in your car cools your car off in the summer by that air, aluminum picks up and releases the heat and the cold very quickly. So this right here gathers that cold when it's really cold outside, and it'll frost on the inside, and then the heat from the inside causes it to melt and that starts rotting your floor out.
Oh.
And even if you got flooring there, a lot of times you won't even know it. You'll see a little frost or something. You don't realize the
Right.
damage that's really being done.
Never thought
and by
of that.
having a thermal break built in it, you're not going to have that.
Now, what about the door itself? The actual frame of the door, and then the insulation of the door.
Well,
What's the
another
deal?
thing is this is actually the bottom of the door, and this piece right here is the piece that always rots out. If you go to homes and you look, especially on the seller homes, I'm always getting called out and say, can we just repair this? Because they want to sell the house and they can't sell it with this piece rotted out. Okay, well, on a quality door, this can't rot out because it too is going to be a closed cell PVC. And so it won't rot out. You don't have to worry about that. The door itself, you want something that's going to be a lot of doors are steel. This happens to be a fiberglass. I'm a big fiberglass guy.
Why
so?
Well, one thing
Just
is
curious.
the fiberglass doors are stronger. They're more resilient. Where a steel door can get dinged up, the fiberglass just kind of laughs at it. You know, you bang and go on, and you know, the worst case scenario, you touch up the paint or what have you.
Yeah, because you dent a steel door, you can't go to the dent fixers and have them repair it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And so, and this here, with a fiberglass door, you can paint them, you can stain them. They look real. You know, and everybody likes a good-looking wood door. You know, and so that's the thing you want to. And so this brings all the new technology and the energy efficiency with the warmth and the feelings that come with looking at a sexy door on the front of the house.
Okay, so when you install doors, it'd be something like this.
Absolutely.
No question about it.
Absolutely. You can't get this at the box stores. You know, they've got your McDonald's version. You know, that's going to be less, it's going to have a less DP factor, a lot of less quality built into the door. This is a polystyrene feel, you can see. It's very, very strong.
Yeah, and I like what you mentioned about the rotting at the bottom of the door. Windows the same way. I think we have a picture of a window doing the same type of thing.
Oh, right. You blurred that out for me. Thank you. That actually, the interesting fact about that is that's one of my competitors. We sited the house, and I told the lady she needed the metal work done around the window. And she said, well, I just had these put in last year. I don't want to pay for the metal again. So I said, well, come here, let me show you something. And I took my pocket knife, and I slid in the seam, and I pulled it out. And it just kind of pulled out. And she's seen it. She was, okay, this is how bad it was rotted. And they left that.
Wow.
They just put the metal over and left it, you know, and so that's why I say hire, you know, local companies. That's an out-of-state company.
No.
You know, and there's so many of them. And you go to the home shows, talk to them, make sure you're dealing with a local company, you know, because during the home show season, which we're getting ready to come into.
Yeah, we are.
And, you know, the last time I done a home show was probably 7 years ago. And there were 28 competitors in that show, and there was only 3 other companies. 4 of us in there that actual local companies that had employees that, you know, stand behind our work, and the rest of the other 24 in there was out-of-state people. They come in, they hire off a Craigslist or an ad in the paper, bang, they get the money, they go, and then what do?
Then you're stuck.
Yeah.
So you stay local. You want to
Stay
have a hard
local.
address.
I can't say it enough. Stay local.
All right.
You know.
Now, if people want to get a hold of you, Rebel, in case they have any other questions or want to find out what kind of special deals you have going on now.
It's Rebel at allamerican4u.com with number 4, letter U.com, or 255-4872, which is all number 4 USA.
And you work throughout the winter, too,
We
correct?
work all winter long. All winter long. Right now, we're only booked out to January on doors and windows. However, on siding, we're booked out to March right now.
So you might want to, if you want to get it done, get in line.
Yes.
Just get
yes.
on the list.
And asphalt will patch you up until spring.
You
but-
will?
Yeah, we'll patch you up.
I didn't know that.
But we won't. You know, and we're running out of time to actually do an asphalt roof and not have problems with the wind taking it
Because
off.
you need it to seal in the heat.
Got
right?
a thermal bond down.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
All
So
right.
there you go. Rebel, good job, my
Thank
friend.
you very much.
Thank you, sir.